I gotta get going. I've had quite enough of this. I gotta get going. What did I say on the radio? I don't even fucking remember. It was 30. Shut the fuck up over there. I gotta keep stopping. This is the first word I've said all morning, and this piece of shit's chiming in. Yeah, someone's got to explain that shit over there, and I don't know why I got to explain my existence. Shut the fuck up over there. We were at it again last night. Just shut that fucking piece of fucking shit up over there. I had to come in because of the fucking cars and everything else. Shut up, piece of shit. And then I start screaming, and then the cat bolts out of the fucking room. I love you, Callie. It's okay. Daddy loves you. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I don't remember what we were saying on the radio. I don't fucking remember. Yeah, if I don't remember, I don't know why the fuck you do. Who the fuck knows? We were always on the radio. Yeah, it's just and probably just all this shit sounds familiar, like shit I've said aloud or said to other people. It's just fucking annoying eavesdropping. That's how the '90s were, man. That's how they rolled. And you trying to play what is Cookie Puss? Yeah, it was a Beastie Boys record, but more importantly, it was uh I didn't know they actually had that in New York City, but we had it. We had it here. It's Carvel ice cream from the '80s. They were like I think they invented the ice cream cake, Cookie Puss in space. Order your order your it's hi, I'm Cookie Puss. Order your ice cream cake right away. Carvel ice cream. That's what it was. Carvel ice cream. And there was another guy too after they stopped doing Cookie Puss. Cookie Puss was an ice cream cake with whipped cream, and it had a fucking an ice cream cone for a nose, and it had like cookies for eyes, and it had like icing for a mouth. And when the commercial would come on, it had a background like Star Wars, like you were doing a warp. And Cookie Puss had, and he had a, it was all tape pitched, and it was through a flanger. It was weird. That's what Cookie Puss was. Do they still have Carvel anywhere? That was a weird store. I'm trying to remember it. You could go in there for cones, but they would cater parties too. I think it was mostly ice cream cakes with the chocolate. Yeah, because that was new back then in 1984, 85, all the way back to 1982. I think they were doing it. It's when they started making those weird icings that looked like gel, and yeah, it was new to me. I had never heard of an ice cream cake until then. Carvel ice cream, Cookie Puss. It does really weird late night commercials. Hi, I'm Cookie Puss. That's what that was. This guy's been, yeah, and is that what that means for the past 10 years? What about this interview? What about this interview? Interview, and I've been racking my brain, and I'm thinking, what, like a FBI interview, like a interrogation? What the fuck does this guy mean? I think he's just retelling stories that I've already told and then acting like he made some kind of discovery and wants to fuck around with me. Shut the fuck up. I'm just so sick of hearing this guy for 10 years with explain this and that. What is this? I don't know. Why do you know about it? If I told you, then you don't need to act like you made some kind of discovery and you're a smart guy and you put the clues together. I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. Ask Nick, does he remember? I don't fucking know. Ask Tim, does he remember? All those key phrases we were using mean something. Like I don't even remember, but it's a lot of fun and all that shit. I don't remember what they meant, but they all meant something. and they were we were imitating the commercials they were playing in the lobby too, or on the TV in the waiting room, whatever the fuck it was. I don't fucking remember. It was 30 some fucking years ago. But we kicked a lot of fucking ass and sounded great. Yeah, they were asking me last night about that. I said, I don't fucking know. I don't remember. And who gives a shit what the fuck we said and what who cares? I mean, is that worth a 10-year discussion? Well, I heard you say this, and then now I gotta act like I know something. And well, that's what you're not gonna get rewarded for eavesdropping. And shut the fuck up. You're not gonna get rewarded for eavesdropping. But I just seen that on Capital Region, that new show they got. It's nice. At the end there, that was nice. It was beautiful. I mean, it's easy to obscure shit when it's been like 30 years. Look at this! All you guys are y'all have this certain look. It's like, yeah, like I seen on TV last week or last night. Yeah, people had toe rings back then. They had metal ball necklaces. They had tramp stamps. They had there was a lot of corduroy. There was a lot of long sleeve shirts over t-shirts. There was a lot of parkas. People wore all the hippies wore parkas. There was a lot of fucking what the fuck, hacky sack. It was that was the fucking 90s, man. There was a lot of Jankos. There was a lot of wallet chains. There was a lot. This guy wants me to explain this. You were caught wearing this, and it's like I was caught living in the 90s. I couldn't help it, dude. I couldn't see the future. Wore whatever it was at Kmart. Shut the fuck up. Wore whatever the fuck was at Kmart. And I was really creative about it. Yeah, well, I did. I looked like I got my style from all the bands in New York City and the good ones that would come to Albany. A lot of plaid, a lot of just, a lot of patches, plaid buttons. If your clothes were ripped up, you'd wear patches over it. You'd wear duct tape in some cases. You'd wear belts on on your hip, but they wouldn't be through the loops. Yeah, I remember doing that too, wearing three different belts at one time. I don't fucking know. I'm guilty of cold kicking ass. I'm starting to put all this together now. This dude wants me to explain explain why you dress like. What are you wearing here? What is that? It's a combination of the '90s punk from the '70s, and there's a little bit of Beatles in there with the tie, and there's my Catholic school days with my tie. There's my and I told him once that I wore fucking high waters like Michael Jackson, and he's going on about that. Where'd you get the style for the high waters? From Kmart, from Rustler 3432s. Yeah, dickhead. Wore whatever my father brought home. Got you some pants, Aaron. Spent $40 in two pairs. Yeah, you didn't invent my style. I wore a U.S. Postal ski hat until the eagle fell off, and then I put a Misfits patch on it. Hey, Joe. Wore my leather jacket with spikes that you can screw in. You take a leather punch. Shut up, bitch. You take a leather punch and you punch it through the leather, and then you put a screw in the bottom, and then you screw the spike on with a Phillips head. Wore a lot of those. I wore a lot of rubber band bracelets, a lot of spike bracelets that you could make with leather punches. You'd order the leather band, then you'd order the spikes. I wore a two super thick leather watch bands on both arms. I would print stickers. I would put stickers over buttons. I would print buttons and press buttons. I would take white out and paint over buttons and use marker. White out was a big thing. It's the only thing that would stick to your leather jacket if you wanted to paint on it. You can't use enamel. Well, you can't really use any oil based paint. What was also big in the '90s? Fucking uh, what the fuck? Paint pens were a big deal too. Everybody and fat markers. Everybody had a fat marker. huge that you can tag shit with. Everybody carried their markers around. These markers that would get you high. These huge felt tip tag markers. Oh, enamel paint pens. Those were huge. Those were the only thing they might they might stick to your leather jacket, but most people use whiteout. And you could and you take cardboard or you take plastic and you cut out your band logo and you do a three-step faux silk screen using enamel. You paint the background, then you superimpose. You wait till it dried, then you superimpose words on it, and it would be a three-step process. And that's what your jacket looked like. But if you used any other type of paint, acrylic or 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 oil base or plastic, it would not stick. It would just peel off. It wouldn't dry, and it would take the finish off your leather jacket. That's what I looked like. Shut this piece of shit up over there, fucking vigilant. Is you over there talking? I gotta fucking come in there. Shut up, piece of shit. Every time I start talking, this piece of shit is climbing all over me. I'm so sick of it. But that's right, man. I seen that Paul Revere. Hell yeah. I hope so, man. I'm trying to stay logical, though. I don't believe anything I see or hear. This dude's been fucking interrogating me for fucking 15. Tell us about, and it's everything that he's interrogating me about is shit I've already said. And like nobody gives a fuck. Nobody remembers or gives a fuck. They're like, so, and gives a shit. Whatever was fucking cool at the time, or for or it lasted 10 seconds. He only fixates on one particular era early on, and it's like just ignores everything else. It's like who gives a fuck? Fucking 18 years old and shit. I don't fucking know. What about this year? Yeah, I know. That's awesome, isn't it? I'm guilty of fucking shit up. Whatever was going on that day. I mean, I do not remember, and I don't care. Why is this dude, as I call him, the credit monger? I need fucking credit for this. I want credit for that. I want this here's mine, and that over that's mine. It's like I don't think so. You can't copyright grunts and and someone's swagger and shit like that. I'm not for sure. I don't even want to know. I don't give a fuck. I'm sick of hearing it. And the conjoined twin thing, that's what I've been calling him for fucking 15 fucking years. Because he also overheard that I only said it once when Summer was in the room from 2010. We're flicking through channels, and there was this conjoined twin, and every time the one would blink, the other would blink in unison. They shared like brain synapse firings and shit. And I'm like, that to me, I'm sorry, it was disgusting. I'm like, that's gross. Every time she blinks, the other one blinks. If the one opens its mouth, the other one. And I was like, it's just so disgusting. I was grossed out. And then that's been his thing for fucking. You could join. You guys could join twin. It's like, no, that's you lifting my material and eavesdropping, and it's my dick. It's my dick. Credit monger. You can't have credit for great shit. I'm sorry. You got to do it yourself. Doesn't matter anyway. We're going, like I said, dude. We're going through all that shit. We're gonna clip out little bits here and there. It's gonna be perfect. We're gonna fucking re redo the thing. And now this dude wants to call me. He's trying to change the dog's name. It's like, no, it ain't. Stop getting jealous over people's nicknames that they give me. You're the spot. No, you're the spot. You're the urine spot that I left on you. Nice big yellow piss stain. You're fucking You're the yellow sweat under my under under your arms with a t-shirt on. That's you. My name's Rex. If the dude wants to call me Rex, I'll take it. That ain't you. Stop fucking around. I seen it all last night too. Spotlight on Wilson fucking Pickett. I said. Spotlight on that sweet soul music. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sick of hearing it. I think we're so done with that conversation. But thank God they got a show now at 11 o'clock that comes on 13. Is oh thank God. You can watch the news for 2 hours and then and then watch something else. It's like, oh, thank you, Jesus Christ. If you're my age, you remember Cookie Puss. That's when you were probably in first or second grade. You probably first seen that, and maybe someone you knew had one, and you're like, "This is good." You're a little kid. What is this? It's ice cream cake. This is good for your party or something. Or you remember the commercials?